Nghe lời trân trọng kính chào quý khán thính giả người Việt khắp nơi. Kính thưa quý vị, ngày 25 tháng 6 năm 2024, dự luật AB 2698 do dân biểu Tạ Đức Trí soạn thảo nhằm đặt tên lý Sài Gòn Freeway trên đoạn xa lộ 405 chạy qua phần lớn thành phố Westminster được đưa lên Ủy ban Giao thông Vận tải Thượng Viện của bang Cali. Chúng tôi có tham dự việc bỏ phiếu chấp thuận hay không chấp thuận việc đặt tên đường này. Sau phần trình bày của dân biểu Trí Tạ, hai người làm chứng là ông Triệu Hà, Chủ tịch Cộng đồng Mỹ Việt Bắc Cali, và luật sư Quốc Lân, quỹ diệp khu Gadingo Nam Cali. 22 người trong phái đoàn Bắc Cali đã phát biểu đề nghị ủy ban ủng hộ dự luật AB 2698. Kính mời quý vị theo dõi diễn tiến buổi điều trần này gây cấn như sau.
Today to present Assembly Bill 2698 by partisan measure that would designate a portion of Highway 405 within the city of Westminster as Saigon Freeway. I want to begin by, I really want to thank the committee staff for their work on this bill with my office. As you are aware, after Fourth Saigon, more than 2.5 million Vietnamese refugees and immigrants became permanent residents and U.S. citizens, with over 800,000 settling in California. Many of these refugees and immigrants moved to Orange County, forming a bustling cultural community known as Little Saigon, which is now the largest Vietnamese community in the world outside Vietnam itself. It is officially recognized by Governor Doug Machen in 1988 as important Vietnamese cultural hub and a popular tourist destination. I am asking that a portion of Highway 405 be designated as Little Saigon Freeway. I recently took an amendment that ensured that the designated section of the highway is fully located within the Little Saigon district. The cost to implementing this measure would be funded entirely by private donation. I'm deeply honored today to present this bill with several members of the Vietnamese American community, along with Mr. Lan Nguyen, trustee of Garden Grove Unified School District, and Mr. Trieu Ha, president of Vietnamese American Association in San Jose.
All right, welcome, gentlemen. You'll have 2 minutes each to speak to us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chair Cortese and member of the committee. My name is Lan Nguyen. I'm a trustee of the Garden Grove Unified School District since 2002, almost 20 years now. I'm currently the longest serving Vietnamese American elected official in the U.S., but I'm here today in my personal capacity as an advocate for Little Saigon. As you may know, Westminster, Garden Grove, and surrounding areas are home to the largest population of Vietnamese outside Vietnam. Since the fall of Saigon nearly 50 years ago, our community has grown in Orange County and made significant contribution to the cultural fabric of the region in Southern California. Little Saigon is a destination for many Vietnamese or non-Vietnamese up and down the great state of California. We have a chance to honor the contribution, pay tribute to the leader of Little Saigon that have built the area to where it is today. I want to thank Assemblyman Tom for bringing AB 2698 forward so that we can recognize those contributions by naming a portion of the 405 as the Little Saigon Freeway. What's symbolic? This meaningful legislation means so much to the Vietnamese American community. If approved, the Vietnamese community from around the state can feel proud of this accomplishment that celebrate the Vietnamese culture and foster community pride. So with that, I humbly ask you support the Vietnamese community and support AB 2698 to help uplift the voices of the Vietnamese Americans in California. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Next witness, welcome.
Good afternoon, dear Chair Cortese and honorable members, and especially I see again Senator Lan Nguyen. My name is Ha Trieu, and I am President of Executive Board of Vietnamese American Community, representing the Northern California contingent of Vietnam American. I want to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to Chair Cortese and honor regard. Consider with the bill and Assembly teacher for introduction such vital legislation. Vietnamese Americans throughout California support one another, regardless of where we live or where we work. While we are all proud Americans, we deeply value and celebrate our culture heritage. Many of us are Vietnamese refugees who escaped after the end of Vietnam War, and the shared experience create a strong and bond within our community. We are exceptionally proud that section of 401 freeway in Oregon County will be named in honor of Little Saigon. The dedication is more than just a sign next to exit to freeway exit. It represents the struggle, the challenges, and triumphs that the Vietnamese community have endured since first arriving in California in large number after the fall of the Saigon. Our journey to California varied. Some of us came from U.S. military during the war, others were born in a refugee camp, and some arrived later in pursuit of freedom and the American dream. Despite our different paths, we all came to America seeking a better life. This freeway dedication acknowledges and celebrates this significant chapter of American history. We recognize that Orange County became a primary settlement area for many Vietnamese after arriving in California. Initially, due to refugee processing at Camp Pendleton. From there, we spread out. Many Vietnam go to Westminster, Garden Grove, surrounding our area, and also go to San Jose, Houston, Virginia, and beyond. We celebrate our accomplishment as Vietnamese American, irrespective of geography. This is why we are so proud to support the Little Saigon Freeway dedication legislation. We see ourselves not as rival, but as fellow Vietnamese Americans united in our effort to build better life for our family, for business, and for our community. On behalf of United Vietnamese American community in North California, also most Vietnamese in North California, in there, I get a call from the General Bing. He called me and said he supported AB 2092. So, United, we respectfully ask for your support of the bill today. Thank you for your time and your attention.
Thank you for your testimony. Are there others in the room who would like to come forward and express a support position? This is name, affiliation, and support only. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair and member of the committees. My name is Brian Dill. I'm a member of the school. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees at the school districts in San Jose. I support AB 2698, and I humbly ask for your support as well. Thank you for chairs and other members for your support.
Thank you. Next.
My name is Crystal Pham. I'm from San Jose. I'm here to support the AB 2698, and I please ask, and I try to count on your support as well.
Good afternoon, Chair and Board. My name is Dr. Smith from California, Northern California. I come here to support the AB.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Gaylor. I'm Vice President of Vietnamese media at the North California. Just would like to come here.
You just
Support 2698.
Perfect. Thank you.
I support IB 2698.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Sunny. I live in San Jose. I support AB 2698 and for your support of the will well.
Thank you.
I am Philip Data from San Jose. I support IP 2698. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Quinn Vong from ICANN, a Vietnamese American-based community-based organization in San Jose. I support AB 2698 and please approve the bill. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Maria Pham, come from San Jose. Support. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am a 210. I live in San Jose City. I support AB 2698. I ask for your support, the bill, the well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Long Dang. I am from the Vivitas. I support AB 2698 and ask for your support of the bill well. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Lang Phương Ngô. I'm from San Jose. I support AB 2698. I ask for support of the bill well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Min Huang. I am a young member of the Vietnamese community in San Jose. I would ask for your support for the AB 2698, and I would ask for the bill. Thank you very much.
My name is Dr. Vương Pham. I come from San Jose. I ask you support the AB 2698, and thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair. I am from San Jose also. I support 2698 also, and I ask you to support as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair and Committee. My name is Yung Lee. I'm from San Jose. I ask for you to support AB 2698. Thank you. I support AB 2698 and ask for your support. Thank you.
That's good. Thank you.
Hello. I am Lloyd Nguyen, 95 years old, very old. And salute to everybody. I support this bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Mary Pollitt, member of the Board of Trustees of Evergreen School District. I'm here to ask for your support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, good afternoon. I am Jimmy Fan, California resident. I'm very proud to be here, and I wish our voice to be listening. So I strongly support AB 2698. I ask your support of the bill. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Do we have opposition witnesses on this bill? If so, you may come forward. Let me be clear, anyone who wishes to express an opposition position should come to the microphone at this time. Seeing none, we'll come back to the committee. And let me just make, out of my normal custom, make a couple of remarks before I go back to committee members here and start acknowledging members who wish to speak. I want to acknowledge, just on a point of personal privilege, that I suppose there were over 20 speakers who testified just now, and I've not ever had the experience in Sacramento where I knew each and every one of them. So I don't know if that was by design or just a matter of a lot of history with the community. I just want to acknowledge the the first generation of Vietnamese Americans who are here to testify before the California State Senate, before a California State Senator of Vietnamese American heritage, and on behalf of an author of Vietnamese American heritage. I'm sure it's quite a proud moment for everyone in the community, and it should be. Not that you haven't earned your stripes by now, but this is certainly quite symbolic of the great strides that have been made by the Vietnamese community. I will be supporting this measure today. I don't know how the vote will go. I'm supporting the measure myself, but however it goes, I do appreciate the accomplishments of the community that were cited just a few moments ago by the witnesses. And with that, let me turn to the other members, and that will conclude my remarks. I'm going to go to, just as a matter of personal privilege here, to Senator Nguyen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I agree with you. It's actually really exciting to see a lot of the folks here today. I haven't seen them since a few years now. They were here, a lot of them were here testifying on my bill. Back in 2018, we had over 1,000 individuals of the Vietnamese American communities come to Sacramento, several trips here, and a lot of them came from San Jose, and we're so grateful for the San Jose folks because they're close and they're always very vocal and very, something that I've always been very proud of and been able to work with them. And if I can, Mr. Chairman, can I say a few words in Vietnamese to them?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Trước hết, Jen rất là hân hạnh thấy quý vị tới đây bữa nay. Hồi lúc mà mình gặp nhau á, cũng mấy năm rồi. Trong mấy năm đó mình đã xong được đạo luật SB 895 và đạo luật SB 895 gần xong rồi, thưa quý vị. Và nhờ cái sự thương yêu của quý vị, tiếng nói của quý vị, cái mạnh mẽ đó và cái sức mạnh của quý vị á, mà cho Janet và cho cộng đồng chúng ta đó có một cái lịch sử, một cái giảng dạy để cho nguyên cái tiểu bang Cali. So rất là cảm ơn quý vị tới đây bữa nay và rất là vui đã thấy được quý vị một lần nữa. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have some question for the assemblyman, if that's okay, if I can ask.
Please proceed.
Okay. Before this, the questions, I just wanted to make it and clear out there that I represent Little Saigon in Orange County for 20 years. As a councilwoman, as a county supervisor, as a senator, as an assemblyman, now as your senator again. But I also have 1 million residents in my district. I get to represent half, almost majority of Orange County cities. I was corrected by Senator Newman that it was half, almost half, not all, half of the county, because we represent Orange County, so we get to have that rivalry. And so, you know, I get to look at the lens of protecting all my residents and not just one. And so, you know, so I wanted to preference that out there so that you can understand where my question is going to be. Ms. Assemblyman, did you receive a letter from the City Council, the Mayor of Huntington Beach, back last year on your other bill?
All right, really appreciate that you mentioned about one of my resolution naming Little Saigon Freeway. I believe that the language can be really similar to AB 2698. Last year, I received a letter. Yes, I believe that we received a letter of concerns from the city of Beach, and unfortunately, my resolution freeway never heard in the committee. So this year, I decided to introduce this bill. So I hope that I will have a hearing. So I really appreciate the chair allow me to have opportunity to have a hearing today. Yeah.
So,
but I did receive
so
it.
The answer is yes.
Yes, correct.
Do you remember what the concerns the city of Huntington Beach has?
They raise the concerns. They're not really opposed, but they raise the concerns that a really, really tiny portion of the freeway that naming Little Saigon, but actually 95% of the freeway 405, they live within the city of Westminster. That's what I remember correctly, because that is the language of my bill.
Let me refresh your memory. I have the letter in front of me. We, the undersigned at the City of Huntington Beach, were made aware that ACR 71 TAW was passed in the Assembly and will most likely move to the Senate Transportation Committee. ACR 71 will designate the portion of the Interstate Highway 405 in the County of Orange at Magnolia Street as the Little Saigon Freeway. We have been working with Assemblyman Ta on this bill and received a commitment from the author that he would work to make sure that he would take amendments to protect Huntington Beach. While we are fully in support of Little Saigon Freeway, we are asking that the southern portion from the center line to the south of Interstate Highway 405 be named Surf City USA Freeway. This southern portion is within the city of Huntington Beach. The northern part from the center line to the north is within the cities of Garden Grove, Westminster, and Fountain Valley, which are all within Little Saigon, and thus should be named Little Saigon Freeway. In summary, the city of Huntington Beach requests this portion of the southern side of Interstate 405 from the center line be named Surf City USA Freeway, and the northern side of the center line be named Little Saigon Freeway. Both Little Saigon and Surf City USA are cultural landmarks of Orange County, and they are both important to be recognized. So with your new bill, have you reached out to the city of Huntington Beach and talked to them at all?
I believe that letter that you read, our office, we have not received that. We received some of the concerns, but if you talk about the North and the South Freeway, we haven't received a letter. But actually last year, I read a resolution to name the intersection of Freeway 405 and the Beach Boulevard to be Surf City, and the resolution already passed a few months ago.
So
I think last year
the letter CC you and myself, and so, okay, so you haven't received this letter?
I haven't received a letter, but however, I took the amendment I think a couple of weeks ago, our office will submit a new amendment that we took completely the portion of Huntington Beach. Yes.
Yeah, and I see that. I see that. My question is, have you reached out to the city of Huntington Beach and let them know that you have a new bill?
Last year, I tried to work on Huntington Beach. Unfortunately,
I'm talking about this new bill that's before us today. Did you or your office reach out to the city of Huntington Beach and work with them and let them know that there's a bill that you got and amended, and that you're moving forward with one portion of the freeway? Did you work with this?
I always work with everyone in the city.
So you didn't reach out to Huntington Beach at all?
I did reach out to Huntington Beach last year because the language really similar. Senator, the language really similar.
Ms. Assemblyman, my question is very simple. Your current bill before us today, did anybody in your office or you have reached out personally to the city to let them know that this bill is moving forward? It's a yes or no?
That's a yes.
Okay.
That's a yes.
And I asked, who did you reach out to?
I think my chief of staff, I believe that my district staff, we did reach out to Huntington Beach.
To the mayor, to the city council, to the mayor?
Former mayor of Huntington Beach, yes. Correct. Yes.
You reach out to this former mayor?
Tony Strickland.
On this new bill?
Correct.
And you did not reach out to the current mayor on the bill?
Because the letter signed by Mayor Tony Strickland.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't see the letter.
I didn't see the letter.
How did you
I really surprised by that because I saw the different version of the letter. I didn't see that letter.
There's only one version. This is the only letter.
I received a different version of the letter.
So you haven't seen the letter, but you knew
I haven't received that version of the letter, Senator.
Okay, so on behalf of Huntington Beach and their comments, look, as the letter has stated, they're not opposed to this. But what is disheartening is that your staff and you continue to go out there and disparage the city of Huntington Beach and their staff and saying and calling them racist. Because all they're asking for is another sign right next to Little Saigon. What I'm saying to you here is, we here as legislator, I've been here 8 years, we don't disparage each other, and we don't target and pit one community against another. And I hope that you, being new up here, that moving forward, that is something to know and understand, is that we might appear can disagree on policies, but to go out there and pit one community against another is not the right thing to do, because up here, we as legislators are trying to work with every community. And what you have done in moving forward and not even talking to the current mayor, to the city manager, that it's current city manager, and decide just to have one phone call. If you did, I don't know, because I haven't. I usually communicate with the current mayor and not the past mayor on current events. And so I think is that something for you to understand is that moving forward as you're here, I hope to see that the collaboration of members and helping communities to work together. I know you only represent a sliver of Huntington Beach, and I represent 100% of Huntington Beach. I also represent 100% of Little Saigon for 20 years. And so disparaging against each other doesn't help in the community. We here, myself and 1,000 people and 20,000 Vietnamese Americans across the state of California signed a petition to get the model curriculum bill to pass in this Senate and the Assembly, signed by the governor, unanimous. Took us 3 years to do that, but we did it with the collaboration of union.
Chair, point of order. I understand. So Senate.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So my thing is that.
Just need you to stick to this bill, of course.
I will. Thank you. And so the other part is, I want to hear from you whether last year when there's draft legislation being drafted, it seems like someone in your office leaked those draft legislation out there in the community to then show somehow that I'm opposed to this bill. Are you aware of that?
Assemblymember, before you even respond, I'm going to pause procedurally for a moment. It has nothing to do with the answer to this question, and ask the assistant to establish a quorum here so that ultimately we can vote on this bill and other bills before we lose a member, because there's other committees going on today. So assistant, please call the roll.
Senators Cortese?
Here.
Cortese here. Nilo?
Here.
Nilo here. Allen? Archuleta?
Here.
Archuleta here. Becker? Blakespeare? Blakespeare here. Daly?
Here.
Daly here. Dodd?
Here.
Dodd here. Gonzalez? Laird? Limon? Newman?
Here.
Newman here. Nguyen?
Here.
Nguyen here. Searta? Umber?
All right, we have established a quorum. I'm going to let you respond to that question, and I would just ask the senator to prepare to yield the floor so that we can get other questions off the dais here as soon as possible and keep moving on.
Yeah. I just have one more question afterwards,
Right.
Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you. Thank you for alerting me to that. Assemblymember?
Okay, so I mean, I'm not appreciate your comment because that's not accurate. My office and even myself, I never call anyone racist. But we did, our office, we received a few, I have to say that inappropriate language. The letter submitted to my office, I have to say that inappropriate language. But I myself and everyone in my office, we never call anyone racist. But the language is kind of really inappropriate, and it really no good to the Vietnamese American community. And actually, I ran another resolution to name the portion of intersection of 405 Freeway and the Beach Boulevard to be like serve city into state. I did, and it already passed.
And we all supported that.
It already passed on the Assembly and on the Senate. And I don't know why you asking me with that kind of question, and I'm not appreciating.
That wasn't the question I had, that was a comment. My question was there any leaking of draft legislation in the community to then somehow indicate or state that I oppose Little Saigon Freeway?
My office would never receive any information like that, and none of us leak any information because we didn't receive it.
Thank you for that. And then the other questions I have, will you support the Surf City USA sign on the freeway?
I already passed, the resolution already passed.
That's the exit sign. Would you support a portion of the freeway?
But the bill today that we not in Huntington Beach.
I I know.
The bill today is named Leadership on
Mr.
Freeway.
Chair,
Support.
point of order. This is totally inappropriate conversation in my view. I'm only one member of this committee, but I think if you guys have some issues that you need to work out, if I do with my assembly member, we do that behind closed doors. Doing that in a committee hearing like this, I just think it's totally inappropriate. I appreciate that, Senator Dodd, but she's currently asking whether, as I understand it, whether or not the assembly members are willing to take an amendment to the bill. I think she had asked that question in half an hour ago. That may be true. Again, Senator Dodd, we are trying to move the agenda here, so.
Support an amendment to include Surf City, USA?
You talk about this bill?
Yeah.
No. This bill, no.
Okay. Thank you. With that, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you. Next, we have someone else who wishes to speak, Senator Archuleta.
Well, thank you, Assemblymember Tom. And I'd like to acknowledge you personally for you coming to America, not speaking a word of English, going to college, becoming the first mayor in the history of Westminster, and supporting, obviously, your constituents. And as you heard, we do it equally fairly across the board to everyone. And I'm proud of what you've done today. I am supporting the bill. I'd like to acknowledge the Vietnamese people that are there, the Vietnamese Americans. And I know many of you have family who served alongside our troops in Vietnam. I served during that era. You have family who served during that era. And as for those veterans that are there and those who served, welcome home. Welcome to America. And I'm so proud that you shed blood with us and we shed blood with you for freedom. And I thank you for doing that. So I think it's very appropriate that this portion of the 405 freeway is named Little Saigon, and I will definitely move the bill at appropriate time, and I support it.
I was going to move the bill.
Oh, you did? Oh.
I was going to wait till after.
Okay, well, I will yield to my colleague to do that, but I'm in support of the bill, and congratulations.
Yeah, unlike the City Council, we don't have audience participation here, so appreciate everyone keeping the applause down. We have a motion already by Senator Nguyen. Let me come back to the author for an opportunity to close.
I really want to thank the chair and committee staff for working my office. Really appreciate that. As a Vietnamese refugee myself, I came to this country in 1992 at the age of 19. I always want to do something to contribute to America. So I'm here on behalf of my district. I'm here on behalf of my community. So I respectfully ask for your aye vote, but I really appreciate all of your support.
Okay, thank you. On the motion by Senator Nguyen, I'll have the assistant state the motion and call the roll, please.
This is file item number 20, AB 2698. The motion is due pass and re-refer to the Committee on Appropriations. Senators Cortese?
Aye.
Cortese, aye. Nilo?
Aye.
Nilo, aye. Allen? Archuleta?
Aye.
Archuleta, aye. Becker?
Aye.
Becker, aye. Blakespear? Blakespear, aye. Daly? Daly, aye. Dodd? Dodd, aye. Gonzalez? Laird? Limon? Newman? Newman, aye. Nguyen? Nguyen, aye. Sayarto? Umberg?
All right, that item has a vote of 9-0, which is enough to get it out of committee, but we'll keep it on call for absent members. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for those who traveled to be here. Tell gentlemen, again, I said hello. Thank you very much.
Cuối cùng, dự luật AB 2698 cũng được Ủy ban Giao thông Vận tải Thượng viện Tiểu bang Cali thông qua với số phiếu 9/0.